Captain's log, Earth date 17th February 2158. With the Shamir on board, I think that things are coming to a close. We may even have a chance. Whatever the outcome, it is only right to resolve outstanding issues before we head off to confront the Urquan. I hope that these farewells will be peaceful.
Okay, we got a number of things to do before we head on to the end game, and I just want to clear up a couple of matters with alien races that we've met, namely the Vux and the Melnorme. Melnorme first, and we need to go to the remaining Rainbow Worlds in order to get enough credit to pay for the last information they have. So, gonna do that off screen. Okay, we have encountered a couple of Urquan kind of blobs on the hyperspace scanner, so as you can probably guess, we're going to have to converse with them.
There is something wrong here. Something which makes my sheath retract and my talons ooze. I sense the ugliness of 1,000 evil thoughts. And I have located the source of these fetid emanations. They come from aboard your vessel. Foolish renegade human, why have you come here? All that you have found is your inevitable punishment. What? A human in a precursor service vehicle? How did you escape the slave shield, human? Or are you a rogue?
Hasn't he given us this talk before? Okay, I guess that's alright. No. Yeah, we've done this. I will leave now. Yeah.
I will leave now.
Your independence is too dangerous for us to tolerate. You shall be punished.
Okay, now it's time to watch how crap I am with an avatar. Despite it being something that should be impossible to lose in, I'm going to just show off exactly how bad I am. Oops, okay, and pull in. Oops. And pull! See, I'm taking a lot more damage than he is. I'm much better with Spathia Luda in dealing with these. And a certain other ship, which we shall get eventually. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's just default to FWIFO. I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me exactly what I meant to do here, but I'm happy enough with my performance in this ship that I don't feel the need to learn how to use the avatar against the Dreadnought or the Marauder, for that matter. Come on. Besides, we get another super ship that is impossible to lose with, basically. Well, it's not impossible, but it's definitely 1,000 cuts. Okay. This is definitely 1,000 cuts, but it's much easier for the Urquan to screw up. Or, no, not screw up. It's much harder for him to defend himself effectively, because I can just get out of range. And asteroids help me out like that. Right. Head this way. And, oopsie daisy. It's funny how the most cowardly race in the galaxy is probably the most effective in warfare, at least in terms of cheese. But it kind of makes sense, but still quite funny to me. Okay, now for this next blob. Ah, Marauder.
We sense something. something ancient. A sickly smell. A chilling wind. My ancestors scream from within their chambers in my mind, but I cannot understand their words. This feeling, a memory, it sickens us, and for the first time in our lives, for the first time in generations, we fear. We are the Urquan Corps. You have evaded our attempts to cleanse. You are no longer filth. You are a threat. Threats deserve greater attention than filth.
That's what I was hoping for. He'd say we were a threat rather than filth. But in case you're wondering what all that's, what the two Urquan were talking about, well, it's the Dinari. No spoilers there, I'm guessing. We can actually talk to him, which we should do after the Melnorme, just to hear his side of the story. Anyway, you sure are creepy.
Seeing that I represent your imminent death, as well as the termination of your entire species, I think your fear is well justified. Nonetheless, you require cleansing.
Okay. Going to use Thimpho in this one. No need to show the battle in full. We already know how this goes. Right. Now it's time to continue on our journey to locate the last Rainbow World. And you can see the Mycon and Ilrath are moving up to their desired positions. Anyway. Cutting again. Okay, we're now in Upwig space, as you can see, well, kind of between Supox and Upwig, but we're going to now call the Melnorme and head towards them and turn in all our Rainbow World locations.
Welcome back, Captain. You are our favorite customer. Now, what can we do for you today?
Okay, we'd like to sell some items.
What would you like to sell, Captain?
Rainbow, well, we got some data, have we, as well?
The 143 units of biological data we downloaded from your ship earn you 286 credits. What would you like to sell, Captain?
Okay, Rainbow World locations. Didn't realise we had that much on us, actually.
Your ship's log indicates that you discovered the whereabouts of 3 of the Rainbow Worlds, which so fascinate us. In exchange, we will give you 1,500 credits.
Now, in case you're wondering, do the Rainbow Worlds have any kind of pattern to them? I probably told you this, but I can't quite remember. I think we found them all now. If you put all the locations on the map, the stars you find them on, and you mark them with an X, you put it all together, they form up a big triangle pointing towards the galactic core, which is meant to be some kind of hint as to where the precursors went. I have no idea why they'd set up a hint in that way, but... well, since space isn't 2D in reality, but... what the hell.
What trade items would you like to buy today?
It's better than having no pattern. Anyway, let's buy some information.
How wonderful, Captain.
Yes. Alien races.
Just under 20 years ago, the brave and suicidal Shofixti annihilated their species by exploding a precursor device, some kind of bomb, in the interior of their sun. The resulting storm of solar flares cooked the life off the Shofixti homeworld, and incinerated over 100 Urquan dreadnoughts which had just entered the system to conquer the Shofixti.
Not insignificant.
In actuality, there are still at least a dozen Shofixti left alive in the galaxy.
Many crewing my ship.
1 or 2 are at Delta Gorno, guarding the dead hulk of their once beautiful world. Others can be found in Vox space.
Bit late for those hints.
The Slilandro are a mostly non-solid, sentient race who live in a gas giant at Beta Corvi. We recently sold them a self-replicating exploration probe, which has somehow turned hostile and attacked everything it detects. If such encounters have angered you, Captain, please do not address your concerns to us. We possess a formal waiver of damages authorized by Slylandro Speaker and are in no way responsible for the situation.
That's debatable.
The cowardly Spaffy live at the single planet orbiting Epsilon Gruis. They do not actually live on their world, rather they reside on its airless moon. The reason? A xenomorphic species which craves the sweet-flavored flesh of the Spaffy has been transported to the surface of their planet and makes every attempt to devour the poor Spaffy. I'm certain that the Spaffy would be forever in your debt if you were to eliminate these creatures from their planet. What? You fear the alien creatures will find you a treat also? Fear not. Our data reveals the beasts are not interested in your species. Should you wish to consult with the Spaffy Ruling Council, you will need to know the secret Spaffy cipher, a password, which is Huffy, Muffy, Guffy.
I wonder how you found that out. Maybe you just spoke slightly menacingly towards the Spaffy and they just blurted it out. But yeah, 1,000 sources in space.
Like you Earthlings, when the war with the Urquan was lost, the Cyrene chose to be slave-shielded. Their new world is at Beetlejuice. The Cyrene starbase is crewed by the starship commanders and crew who were decommissioned at the end of the war. Though the Cyrene hate the Urquan with a vengeance, they are unlikely to offer you assistance unless you reveal to them the truth behind the tragedy of their original homeworld, Syra, which was destroyed by the birth of a Mycon Deep child a century ago.
Yeah, that's another place you can find out about the Mycon.
When the Urquan entered Gamma Serpentis, the home star of the Yehat, their queen made a sudden change of allegiance and allied with the Urquan hierarchy. They became Urquan combat thralls. This act was viewed by most Yehat starship officers as ultimately dishonorable, the desperate act of a corrupt regent to maintain her throne. The Yehat shame was greatly magnified by the Shofixi show of courage, but they destroyed their own star system to slow down the Urquan armada. Captain, you have heard all that we have to say about aliens indigenous to this region. Should we learn more in the near future, we shall be certain to sell it to you.
Oh, thank you. Well, we've got history left to go, so let's buy some of that.
The Urquan evolved on a harsh planet, orbiting a star outside this region of space. They were solitary predators, like your praying mantis captain, or polar bear, who had a very limited set of social behaviors, most of which dealt with sex.
Same could be said of humans.
Since they had to compete for survival against many physically superior species, the Urquan evolved intelligence and tool use in much the same way as your own species.
That's a debatable point.
The Urquan also learned to master their fierce territoriality, to build a cooperative planetary culture. When the Urquan were discovered by the Taeo, they had just begun exploring their solar system in crude atomic vehicles. Although the Urquan attacked what they thought to be an invader, the Taeo were patient.